you look at Miles. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Going to be a fantastic weekend. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Franz Wagner is out there with Harden.
Here we go.
And it's Miles in at the 4. And for Memphis, Holmgren is out there with Gobert. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Paul George. Two great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop them? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Wagner outside. Just 5 on the clock. 14 feet away, and it's Miles missing. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Simmons' shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
He was all alone on that one.
And this is what scouts love about Harden as a playmaker. He has a next-level feel for how to generate offense.
From 10 feet out, and he can't bank that one in.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From past the arc, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Grizzlies trail by 6.
Timeout.
And unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Miles. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gobert with a screen on Hart. Back to Holmgren. It's stolen, and now the Pelicans on the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Off the run. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Towns. hits the three-point bomb.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Al Simmons, 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Drills it from outside.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, a home run generates space for this offense.
Outside, Towns. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel. Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And Billy Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Pelicans, number 1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
.124 left to play here in the first. Simmons pulls it in.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
New Orleans leading by 6. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Off target with his 3. Pelicans leading by 8. Harden outside. It's stolen by Gobert. George passes to Holmgren. And George kicks to Simmons. Memphis moving that ball around. And finished off by Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Now, here's Wagner. He has yet to score. From the wing. Nice jump shot. Good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Wagner heading to the hoop. Count that bucket.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
We've got Kate Cunningham. Andre Ayton out there with Markkanen. Then there's Norman Powell. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For three, and Beringer pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 16. Pass to Harden. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Chance here to look at the numbers for Cunningham. Averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Here's Markkanen. No scoring in this one. Markkanen a screen on Hart. Outside, Markkanen. They can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Beringer. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham. Asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for. To be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, Kevin.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New Orleans. Wagner comes in for James Harden. Pass to Beringer. Towns wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 9.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Just 4 to shoot. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Towns sets the pick for Rizachet. He can't hit that time. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Cunningham dishes it to Markkanen, and he uses the glass on the lane. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Back to Towns. They set the pick. Puts up a deep three. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Markkanen. And Berger pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 17. After Rizachet. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The three. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around in the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Powell finds Cunningham. Picked by Markkanen. On the wing, Markkanen. Markkanen missing again. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-7 run. To the paint, after Rizachet. Here's Towns. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Markkanen. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They have to be better offensively. Shooting under 40%. You know how to fix that, fellas? Feed the bigs.
Stop the presses. Shaq advocating for more post play. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Pelicans leading by 19 points. So for New Orleans right now, Harper is out there with Harden. Then there's Towns. Then there's Wagner. And it's Miles in at the 4 slot. And it's Wagner missing. To the wing on the left. Right side, George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Wagner passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
And finished off by Gobert.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Miles against Holmgren. Oh! And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is why Holmgren went second in the draft. He can dominate the paint.
Wagner looking it over. Up top, Miles, defended by Gobert. The 9-foot shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Free throw good, Miles. Stan teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. In third, the Pelicans. The Grizzlies fourth.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And here is Holmgren. Defended by Miles. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. Pelicans pull it in. Miles has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. As he develops his game, I see Harper with the ability to be a great facilitator.
Outside, Simmons. pass to Gobert. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside, Towns. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. George up top. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Right wing, 4 on the shot clock. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Wagner. From the arc. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Right side, Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Wagner's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Ayton, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Markkanen comes in for Chet Holmgren. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And it's Cunningham in for Simmons. And then for New Orleans, Miles is checked in. And it's Harden in for Franz Wagner. Here's Miles. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Markkanen's got 8 points.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From downtown, here's Miles. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to Powell. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The deep 3 from Harden. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's New Orleans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Paul George is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Rudy Gobert. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. George. Outside, Simmons. Gobert with a screen on Harden. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Take a break.
Teams have
Take a
looked
break.
to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
The first free throw is good. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fifth.
There's Harden training the three.
And this is one rookie who's ultra comfortable from deep. Harden has a knack for that triple.
Gobert against Towns. Gobert can't hit. Pelicans leading by 13. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the wide open shot from Miles. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
There's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And timeout called by Willie Green. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. New Orleans leading by 13. Outside, Towns. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Simmons passes to Holmgren. Miles with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Wagner outside. Crosses over. And he lays it up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Simmons with it. George up top. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Harden looking it over for the three, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Outside, Simmons. Right side, George. Shoots over Wagner. And there's Paul George on the assist by Simmons.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Let's lose a three. Holmgren rips down the rebound.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Pelicans leading by 17. Harden sets the pick for Wagner. Fires from 14. Holmgren rips down the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside, Simmons. Holmgren with a screen on Hart. Simmons, no good from 3. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Shoots shoots the three. Gobert there for the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 17. George fires. Does not go. New Orleans gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Harden outside. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? A three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New Orleans.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
Now Harden. It's Miles on the wing. Green from outside.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Can't get it to go. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you.
Is what I got.